I'm Jorge Rivas, and I'm a multimedia designer at the Applied Research Center. And with me, video conferencing with me is...
I'm Tammy Johnson. I am the Director of Strategic Partnerships at the Applied Research Center. And, talk about a week of highs and lows. We just witnessed the high of electing the first black president of the United States. And unfortunately, we were brought down really low by Arizona, Florida, and California, where we just passed these really draconian gay marriage bans. And, let's just do a gut check on that. How are we reacting to that, Jorge?
Well, it's upsetting. We got our hopes up because early poll numbers showed that the No on 8 campaign was actually leading by a pretty wide margin. And, it's people got their hopes up.
Yeah.
But what's even more upsetting is that, watching local news coverage and political analysts and reporters pointing fingers at black and Latino voters and, voters of color who were going out into the polls in increased numbers with the election this year. And so they're basically pointing fingers and saying that we could have actually swayed that Proposition 8.
Right, and really what's more upsetting about that is that they imply that our communities are more homophobic than white communities, quite frankly. And the real deal is that there's a profound lack of engagement amongst communities, and you can't wait until a ballot measure like this comes up before you do the hard work of working across communities. Those of us who believe in sexual liberation and those of us who care about social and racial justice have to be doing the hard work all the time. And what's even more important, we have to be very clear that discrimination of any kind is not acceptable. We're all in jeopardy when people attack our civil rights. So, that's why at the Applied Research Center we put together something called the Compact for Racial Justice. And for us, that's an agenda for fairness and unity. It's about demanding that the Office of Civil Rights does its job to protect and extend and secure the rights of everybody, because that department hasn't done that. And so we're going to talk more about the Compact for Racial Justice and how all of our communities can work together to secure all of our civil rights at the Facing Race Conference next week. That's right.
Yeah, if we're going to work, if we're going to do the hard work together, we've got to have a place to meet. And you can work with different communities of color and the LGBT communities and the mainstream communities.
Folks, yeah.
And you can do that at the Facing Race Conference next week in Oakland, California.
Yeah, we're going to be in downtown Oakland at the Marriott, and if you want to know more about
I'll be
that,
next week.
and I'll be there next week throwing down. Go find out at arc.org. You can find out more about the Facing Race Conference and about the Compact for Social Justice, and we'll see you there to make this right.